The first Beis Hamikdash, the temple, was a place where the Jew would come face to face with his Creator through all sorts of supernatural things. There were prophets walking around, there was Nevuah, there was the Urim V'Tumim, the name of Hashem that was put into the Big Day Kahuna, where simply by talking to the Kohen Gadol, through the Kohen Gadol, one would be able to get answers from heaven. We actually had the Ark, the Aron was there. The Luchas. The first Beis Hamikdash, Hashem's presence was apparent. The second Beis Hamikdash was a whole different thing. Nevuah was there at the very beginning, but the era of prophecy came to an end. We were missing the Aron itself, we were missing the Urim V'Tumim. We did not have that same direct relationship with Hashem that we had in the first Beis Hamikdash. In the first Beis Hamikdash, the miracles were open. In the second Beis Hamikdash, there were fewer. At a time like that, the story of Chanuka, where there's an open miracle, is Hashem's letting us know that He was still with us. Hashem letting the Jewish people know, letting Klal Yisrael know, that although they were apparently missing so many of the different elements that meant Hashem's being there with them, although they were missing it, He was still there with them. The way they got it in the first Beis Hamikdash was clear. There are steps for attaining prophecy. There's a certain kind of relationship you have to develop that comes at the edge of the ladder of perfecting oneself. And then Hashem has to reciprocate. He's got to decide that He too wants to make contact with the human being, with Klal Yisrael. The generation has to be worthy of it. In the second Beis Hamikdash, what is it that warranted the miracle? What is it that made Hashem reveal Himself, let us know that He's still there with us? And the answer was Mesiras Nefesh, Jews fighting, ready to stand up for Kvod Shemayim, ready to go put their lives on the line for what they knew what was right, to fight for Hashem. And that warrants miracles. And so it's been ever since then. And the goal is to, here, there, we see miracles taking place. And these miracles come about when Jews are prepared to give themselves for Hashem, to stand up and fight for what's right, perhaps conduct their lives with Mesiras Nefesh. There's a world of Torah today which is wonderful. It's a world that is growing, where there are so many yeshivas, Baruch Hashem. There are so many people studying, teaching, sharing Torah. It's miraculous. This is a society that lives on miracles. People who don't have, people who give their lives because they know that this is what it's all about. And you have people that move out into communities, away from their families, away from anyone like them. Husbands, wives, away from it all, in a place whose values are far away from the ones that they learned to cherish. And they're there to share. They're there for the sake of bringing the Shem Shemayim, the name of Hashem, and the beauty of Torah to so many people. And miracles happen. And so many people are reached, and so many people's lives are changed. Mesiras Nefesh brings about miracles. That's the story of Chanuka. And we at the Jerusalem Kollel, we inspire people to do just that. To dedicate their lives, not just a few years of Torah study in Yerushalayim where it's so nice and cozy, but to dedicate their lives to go out there and move into communities that are different than what they're accustomed to, away from their families, away from the whole society that they feel familiar with, away from everything that makes them feel comfortable. For the sake of bringing Kvod Shemayim, for the sake of standing up for the honor of Hashem, and miracles do happen. And of course, we ask all those who could to come join us and be part of this Mesiras Nefesh and make more and more miracles happen, so that more and more Jews will appreciate the name of Hashem until we will merit the coming of the Mashiach.